Hello, viewers. Another beautiful day or night. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Yep. Listen to this. 2025, the year of Linux data suggests unsupported Windows 11 users overwhelmingly choose one. Says here this week the Restart Project, a right to repair activist group, published new statements regarding the upcoming end of support for Windows 10. The group once again urged Microsoft to consider extending the support for the OS, and also reminds users about its end of Windows 10 toolkit. Once of the recommendation of the group is that users install Linux on systems that are deemed ineligible for Windows 11 upgrades due to hardware not meeting the OS requirements. It is not just the Restart Project. Others have also joined in this effort to entice Windows users over the other side. A KDE-backed end of project highlight the benefits of Linux over Windows and also guides users on how to switch. Meanwhile, the LibreOffice maker, the document foundation, elaborates at length on the real cost of using Windows 11. There are also many Linux distros like Zorin OS, which just teased its latest big update and promised to be faster and more powerful than Windows alternative. Says here, however, despite all the efforts, it does not look like users who are running Windows 10 on older hardware that can't update to Windows 11 are switching to Linux, at least according to the latest John Peddle Research JPR report. He said, well, when it comes to Windows 10 and when it comes to Windows and Linux, it's good to be diverse, Okay, what do we got here? Let's see, what else we got? Let's see, where was I at before I was rudely interrupted? Okay. I'll get out of there. I don't want to see this. They always do this. Okay, now, let's see, where was I at? Okay, let's see here. Okay, here we go. It says here, Tech Poll JPR senior analyst of game tech has noted how stuff users are building entire new systems around Windows 11 or buying Windows 11 pre-built. Polak stated, never before in the history of Microsoft Windows operating systems has there been a forced hardware migration requirement, and this cannot be solved by swapping out a graphics card. It requires a CPU upgrade for the overall 100 million gamer, which it turns requirement micro motherboards upgrades and most likely RAM as well. We are observing the most PC gamers are simply buying new pre-built system. The do-it-yourself gamer are also prepared for this transaction, and many have been building new computers alongside their existing Windows 10 PC. Instead of trying to Frankenstein their current system, this allowed them to continue using their PC until Windows 11 builds are complete. And then it says, as you can see in the image shown above, there is definitely a huge uptick in the number of PC gaming hardware purchased worldwide. Thus, it looks like users are doing exactly what Microsoft had intend them doing, seeing how buying a new PC is indeed what Microsoft officially recommended doing if someone is unable to upgrade due to system requirements and incompatibility. And that is the end of the article. Well, when it comes to these operating systems, it's good to be diverse, meaning that you like both Windows and Linux, and you see the benefits of having both operating system. Now, there's about 29 comments here. Let's see, what do we got? See what we can come up with here. 29 comments. Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to because I mean, Windows 11 requires a TPM support. So let's see here, 29 comments. That's what they're talking about here. What do we got? Windows 11 recommends TPM support, but it's good to buy a computer with Windows 11 installed on it, or you can do it yourself. If you're that bold, bold about doing it. But it's good to it's good to love both operating systems, Windows and Linux. I mean they both have their advantages and disadvantages, and you could learn from both. Now, where was I before I was rudely interrupted here? So I can pull this article up. Whoops. Yeah. So trying to get to the comments here, but it's good to be diverse when it comes to these computer operating system. Learn both if you can. And that way you're not just sticking to one OS. Because with Linux, they come with their own spreadsheets for their distros. So it's the same. It's the same as Microsoft Office. It's the same. Yeah. Let's see. 29 comments. Can I get something? Oh, okay. Jeezy said this. Let's see if I can get his. What he says. Oops. Jeezy said this. Data suggests unsupported Windows 11 users overwhelmingly choose one. Choose one. Choose one what? What does this sentence mean? say choose one. What he say? Let me read this again. He says, data suggests unsupported Windows 11 users overwhelmingly choose one. Choose one what? Meaning choose an operating system. Then someone else here said, TR said this it's a clickbait. And then who's this? Who is this? Doom said this. Forget the first part. 2025, the year of Linux. Which one implies? He said which one implies reference. And then who is this? Leon said this. To the surprise of exactly 0 people. Well, maybe some dreamers here and there. And then Adrenaline said this, just the title. And then Adrenaline come back. Oh, I tried to not read this harsh past skimming to see if the title even is accurate. And then Satukoro said this, it's clearly written with AI or some sort of content generating tool. Why should I be bothered to read something in one bothered to write? No, something no one bothered to write. Anyway, and Goodbye Bad Bot said this. He said, this is not unexpected at all, but there has been a slight increase in Linux market share in the last year. There has definitely been a significant uptick in I am new to Linux or considering a switch to Linux post on the Linux Steam Reddit. Says users can still get Windows 10 update via the free and paid method for a year or two. Yet so I don't see any rush to exit. And then who's this? Toss said this. I moved a few months ago to Linux. Gaming is okay, but there is a long learning curve on how to set them up right. And then who's this? If I can get this. R said this. Well, my netbook is still supported, and until 3 months ago, I was a diehard Windows 11 user. Not anymore. I'm using the latest Ubuntu version, and I haven't missed Windows at all. Oh, when in the past I switched back to Windows within a day or two. And then C Prime said this, changing one to a distro reads better. And then Raiden X said this, feels like the Y2K hysteria all over again. Yeah, most people will probably just move to a new PC running Windows 11 in the near future. The majority of the reminders will just say on Windows 10. Unfortunately, it will only be a small group that will move to Linux. Look, it's good to be diverse when it comes to this stuff. It's very good. You know, it's good, very, very good to be diverse. Keep an open mind, and you know, don't just stick to one operating system. You know, it's good to learn both Windows and Linux. That way, you're benefiting from it. You know, I mean, if you're moving to Linux, always keep a Windows machine around. You know, and you know, keep a Windows machine around just in case if you're not familiar with Linux as yet, even though you're trying to learn it. Always keep your Windows 10 machine, Windows 11 or Windows 10 machine around, and then take it from there. But it's good to learn both, though, because either way it goes, you know, you know, it's benefiting you, and that way you're not missing out on anything that comes out. So that's a good thing about these operating systems, whether it's Mac, whether it's Linux, or it's Windows, you know, or it's I think what Google, you know, Google Chrome, you know, it's good to be diverse in these operating systems, you know. If you still love Windows and you're not thinking about going to Linux, well, it's best to get a computer with Windows 11 already installed on it. Keep your Windows 10 machine, but get you another one that has Windows 11 installed on it. If you're a Windows user and you thinking about giving Linux a try, you want to use Linux, well, always keep your Windows machine, but you know, get another computer with Windows, with Linux distros on it. You know, the same goes for Apple. If you're an Apple user and you're thinking about using Windows and Linux, then get you a PC, get you a couple of PCs that run Windows and Linux, and that way you have Mac, Linux, and Windows to use, and you'll see what their strengths and weaknesses are, advantage, disadvantage, and take it from there. So, but you know, when you know Windows 10 days is drawing near, so if you love using 10, keep using it, but then you got to pay for those extended warranties and stuff. Like for like 3 years or so. So keep using it, and if you think about getting Linux, keep your Windows machine, but switch over. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this whole thing. You know, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you like it, and hope I was able to keep you informed. And catch you on the next one. And by the way, I will be responding to my comments. I will get to it. So yeah. Anyway, but thanks you guys. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Dislike the video. Share your comments. But when it comes to Windows and Linux, though, it's good that you learn both and learn all three. Apple, you know, don't just limit yourself to one OS. You know, expand your horizon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Peace.